is crafted from the flattened bark of a tree. It's been used in fashion for several hundred years, and in the Pacific Islands, it takes a lot of beating, but not only when it's being made. It also has a large number of uses, both practical and ceremonial.
Tapa is cloth material made by beating the inner bark of various trees. Pacific Islanders use this material to create different clothing styles, and this is an example from Niue. This here is a tiputa, or a poncho, made from tapa. So this garment is placed, through the head and worn to cover the upper body. It's a form of modesty, really. This is a great example of tapa from that period, the late 19th century. It's quite rare to have it in a museum.
Tapa has been replaced by cotton on most Pacific Islands, but when the occasion calls for a fancy frock, tapa is still on top.
This is a beautiful wedding dress that was made for me by Paula Chan Cheuk, and she's a very well-known designer who's based in Auckland, and she was the first designer that used tapa and taken something from a historical context and sort of refashioned it into a more contemporary way. And I really loved it, and I rang her. I was getting married, and I asked her if she could make me one for the wedding day. My mother is Samoan, my father is Australian, but don't tell anybody that. But my mother raised me, yeah? So, this was a testimony to her. Tapa is about women's knowledge, it's about women's power, and that even though it doesn't grow in New Zealand, that connection still continues on. I love the idea about the fact that it's made from the inner part of the tree, this tree connected to the earth, to the whenua, 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 and that connection with Mother Earth. Instead of pearls and lace and white satin, it was just a beautiful expression of my own heritage, which was lovely to embrace on the wedding day to this man I was about to marry. This is something that can be appreciated and preserved for my children's children, hopefully. So it's really lovely that it's here at Te Papa, and a privilege for it to be here.
Everybody hopes for fine weather on their wedding day, but it's even more important if you're wearing tapa. When it gets wet, it can disintegrate, so keep an eye on the clouds if you wear tapa outside.